Welcome back, everyone, to Backpack Hero, where today we're going to be trying out magic for the first time. Let me know in the comments below how you are sort of feeling about these more focused runs. I actually really like that the game is introducing each new element with effectively a quest, which kind of narrows your focus on that particular mechanic, so that when you then start encountering these things in the wild, which only happens once you've completed these quests, you already know how they work and you're not quite as overwhelmed with it. I actually think this is a really, really good way of introducing elements without making it an on-rails tutorial, if you get what I mean. But nevertheless, let's go and find our first battle, though. Before we do, I suppose I should actually cover how magic is going to work. So we've got a large mana stone here. Think of this as your battery. We do still have energy, as you can see in the top right there of the Apprentice Staff's card. We will still use energy to use it. It'll deal 6 damage to an enemy, but the first time I use it in a turn, it'll add 1 mana to the connected mana network. Now, you notice anything that says conductive? They're all part of the same mana network. That little line there, because this broken ring uses mana specifically, not energy, not the green energy, so I can use this as long as I've got mana to use it on, and it'll add 4 block. This is effectively a simple shield, but it uses something other than my main stamina resource to activate. When I first go into a battle, I'll be able to use it twice, but then once I use my staff, I'll recharge it, assuming I didn't use the staff first and waste the mana. But potentially I could use this 3 times in a single battle, but then every turn after that I will have to use my staff first, and then I can activate my shield. It's a really interesting system, and it does get much more complicated as you go on. Now, we've got an angry bee over there that I would actually like to clobber a bit, but we're going to have to tank a fair old whack of damage here, unfortunately. But let's focus on the bat for now. Even then, I'm going to need all of my shield, so I'm just going to focus you down as quickly as I can. Rather, gremlin, I guess it's not a bat. It looks like a bat to me. Right, this time we can't cast the shield first, but now we can. We don't need to, though, so we're just going to build up the mana there. I would like to take you out as quickly as I'm able to, and we will be able to do it, but I won't be able to do it before you get a bit of sticky honey, or is that whack? No, it's sticky honey. I mean, I wouldn't mind it if you wanted to give me free honey, but oh well. Right, let's use this. We'll mitigate some, but not all of the damage. I'm not even going to be able to get through this, sadly, but there we are. Right, there we go. But now I can allow this to just charge up for a little bit. There we are. Just wail into you. But, yeah, we're unable to fully defend from the amount of damage coming our way. So we are just going to be hemorrhaging hit points throughout this battle. Initially, this is a bit of a rough start for us. There we go. Alright, level up. Now, again, always go for the same thing. Always want helmets and boots for some passive armor wherever we can get it. Okay, let's have a look at what we got here. We've got a helmet. It'll give me 1 block passively each turn, but if there are hazards below it, so you kind of want that off to the side in a dedicated hazard placing area. We've also got Rows of Thorns for some damage. We've got a Lucky Star. I wouldn't mind some extra luck early on. Liquid Armor, definitely going to be taking that one. That one's actually going to be a priority for us right now. A Poison Bubble can be used 1 time each turn. This item floats. On use, adds 2 poison to self, but weapons this is played on get 5 poison this combat. Interesting. So I can move this around. Alright. I'm willing to do that. I guess I need to move it on to the staff for it to work. But one of the things with the mana network is I can put these in any way. As long as they're conductive, mana will flow through the entire network. We'll also take... Well, do I want to take the hard hat? I mean, this one doesn't actually care where it's placed. It doesn't have any particular necessity, but the more space below it, the more likely you are to place a hazard below. That being said, you know what? I actually prefer the idea of being able to get some early luck. Right, we're already almost a half health, which is kind of terrifying. Let's make a deal. His cloak billows as he steps out from the shadows. We can make a trade, you and I, he says. You know the risks are involved. Get a different item of the same rarity. No thanks. I wouldn't mind trading up, but I'm not going to just do a random gamble just for the sake of getting a potential same rarity item. I have no idea what it's going to be. Now, catapult for each adjacent or diagonal hazard plus 3 damage. This one, worth us having. Pop you in there. There we go. Catapult could potentially be amazingly good. Also, I could Potentially. I mean, this deals 0 damage to all enemies, but if I added this to it, it would deal 5 poison damage to all enemies. Maybe a play. Maybe a play there for us. We'll have to see. But I really want a way of healing through the damage I'm going to be taking, which is the big problem for me right now. We are going to be taking 8 damage. We are no longer taking 8 damage. I am going to throw my lucky star. Pow. If I can also take you out before you're gone, this is going to be huge for us. This item does float, so I'm going to want to place it. Can I... let's see. This item floats. Can be used 1 time each turn. On use, add 2 poison to self. Weapons this is played on. Can I play it on you? Oh, there we are. Yes. So now this is a poison staff. And then it just floated back to the same position. Oh. And I wonder if I put it down here and had the staff above, it would float up through all of the items. Ooh, that would be very nice. That would be fantastically nice, in fact. All right. Let's just unload on you. I will grab that. There we go. Did I need that extra pack? No, I didn't. That was a bit of a silly use of my mana there, if I'm perfectly honest. That was rather dumb. There we go. I should have left that mana there to build up, but here we are. Right, I don't actually want to take you out. I want to let you pop the catapult here. Yeah, I want you to set up my catapult for me. This will add 5 poison. That being said, if I hit you twice, it's going to remove you from combat. There we go. I mean, I could have allowed you to place it there, but honestly, I don't think that was necessary. There we go. And let's just finish it off. There we are, and the game is ours. I could have used my block there, but honestly, I was more worried about the poison damage I was going to take than anything else. It makes sense to try and put as much room around the catapult as possible, but this early on, I think going for other potential mana items, you know what, I'm going to go with my original plan. Make a lot of room around the catapult for me to add things. Ooh, there we can look at all of that luck coming in. Now, we've got a mana shard over here. When mana flows through, empties mana. Now, the thing with flowing through, allow me to demonstrate how that works. Mana is flowing through it. From it into this. But this will always go to the nearest mana source. Putting it there, it should, as far as I'm aware, connect there. Oh, no, it's going for this one. I wonder if they... Ah, okay. That's interesting. Maybe it always goes from the top down, but this shows me the route that mana will take. This is just going to be a mana shard there, so I potentially have a battery. As long as that's the last one that I'll pull mana out of, that's fine. You don't want it to be the first one, because it would empty the mana network, I believe. I might need to... double check that a little bit. However, how about we do something like this? Yeah, I'm going to try this and see if that actually works the way I'm hoping it does. But we are going to take the spiked helmet because, of course, that 3 spikes is going to build up very nicely. I could take the citrine if I really, really wanted to. I could also possibly take the tooth necklace. When a weapon kills an enemy, add 6 rage to self. But each turn, take 1 damage. Now, that wouldn't be terrible. It wouldn't be terrible. As long as I had a way of healing. And magic is generally a good option to get that. Adjacent weapons get +1 damage this combat every time I use it. I think we shall, if I can find a way of making this happen. No, that's just going to punt you out of the way, isn't it? I could do this. Slam that in there. Alternative. Ooh, yeah, that works quite well. Now, can I use this straight away? No. I think you have to use that in combat in order to get the better rewards. Oh well. Oh, actually, no. It has given me more items that I can take. Never mind. Never you mind. I could have it pointing here, and this will always do more damage. So this is 3 damage to all enemies now. Or I could just really double down on this to 9 damage to a single enemy. I think I'll take the key then as well. Yeah, that seems like a good setup. Alright, let's be on our way. Hello. You're going to do regen, so I kind of want to take you out. But I would like to see how you work. So let's go ahead, move you down here. Ah, no, it only applied to this. Oh, well. That's fine, though. I can just go ahead and, for each diagonal adjacent item, I can just build up my shield for a bit. There and there. Getting plenty of help here. I could also just use that because I can. And then just wallop both of you with some poison. I think that's a decent way of doing it. I probably should have used the apprentice staff in order to build things up there, but it's fine. This is a better return for me, because I only get poisoned once, but I'm doing poison damage to everyone all the time. Right, with that, we'll use this, and now I will use that one. There we go, that's all I really need. I'll take 1 damage. Well, I'll also take 1 damage from the poison, so I don't really want that to happen, but not going to have to worry about it. They're both going to die. There we go. But it is a shame that it doesn't just float up and poison every item. It would be quite broken, don't get me wrong, but still, it would also be nice. Well, in that case, let me shimmy these around a little bit. I would like to take the battle ring. It can be used 1 time each turn, conductive. On use, adjacent weapons get +1 damage this combat. So I'm going to shimmy my rings around a little bit. There we go. Keep the key down there, that's fine. Wouldn't mind getting the bronze breastplate, but I don't have the room for it. I could get rid of the catapult, but it is so potent when I've also got poison bubble. If only more of these items are conductive. That's all I have to say about that. I guess I could have that one there, this one here. I'm still hitting all of the correct items that way. Yeah, that works. Do we have anything else particularly nice here? I guess I could have that there. This will always have a load of damage this way. And then I've got this for dealing point damage and also restoring some mana each turn. I would love to get this involved, but sadly, it's really not going to happen. I've just not got enough room. I'm 5 skill points off. Alright, well that's good enough for me. Let's go ahead and possibly grab those 5 skill points. Yes, it's exactly what I did. Well, poop. Oh well. Right, well let's make some more room then. I would like to lift this up a bit. There we go. This can then shimmy all the way up. We can even move that all the way over there, and that way eventually we'll be able to pop something down here as well. Alright, good enough for me, and on to the next area. We're starting to build up a nice bit of surplus materials in the village. Oh, we definitely need that healing. My goodness, do we need it. Right, let's have a look at you. You want the great luck? Please and indeed, thank you. And I would like to use the mana. I could easily block all the incoming damage. Ah, that's right. I wanted that down there for that reason. That was silly. Oh well. Let's just pop this. We will use this in order to build up a little bit more oomph. And then I'm just... Oh, can I only use it 1 time? Ah, shame. Okay, duly noted. Oh well. You're taking a load of damage from the hits there, that's fine. I could use this on you. I want to use my shield once. Use this as well. Then just wallop you twice. There we go, you're going to die from the poison damage now. You're coming in with enough damage to be a pain, so I'll just buff myself a little bit. But yeah, that movement there, I was so focused on a single thing that I wasn't looking at the big picture, I guess you could say. Well, let's just bring you down to the point where you're going to no longer be a concern. Alright, when an adjacent item kills a non-summon enemy, heal 8 hit points. Thank goodness. Okay, we've also got the Leaf Katar on use, deals 3 damage. Items this is played on are refreshed and can be used again this turn. So I could use it on there. Right, let's pop that back down into the correct position. Go, though at this point, what do I want the most? I could also use this to create a drink in this row for 2 gold, which would also be a way of healing actually, because quite a lot of drinks heal you. Something like that will do. Realistically, this is my heavy hitter here. And if I'm going to do that, let's make sure it can kill. This is still a nice item, but it's becoming less useful. I mean, it's the better item to use poison on, realistically speaking, but this is the better item for killing enemies. So keeping that there is quite nice. I guess I could lose that. No, I can't take any more items, unfortunately, and I do want both of these. The Kingdom Etching and the Patrol Etching. Alright, let's head on out. We've got an event, we've got a treasure chest. Spin the wheel and see what you get. A cursed shield. A blessed shield. I mean, I really do like this shield. I also like having extra energy, but let's not go there just yet. Let's do a couple of other fights first. Right, you're going to hit me with a couple of hazards, which I'm absolutely okay with. Right, first and foremost then, let's get a bit of a boon there. I would like to add poison. Then very much like to get a regular shield. Let's go for... If I hit you twice, I'm going to bring you to the point of... Well, I'm actually going to have you kill yourself. I would need to use this to mitigate most of the incoming damage there. And I can use that one again just to bump myself up. And we're good. Yep, that actually worked out quite well. Didn't have to use my potion. I was ready to this time, but thankfully didn't need to. Now that's going to expand out. And this one will expand out. The reason I placed them like that is this one won't be completely covered. So now we're going to use this. And because it destroyed one of them, it destroyed all of them because they chain react. So that was actually a pretty solid blow there. Actually, I can use this. Deals 2 damage because I've buffed things. But let's go for you with this first attack. There we are. In fact, I don't need to do anything else. And we'll finish you off as well. There we go. May as well just use it for shiggles, I suppose. That being said, I do believe this keeps its charge. Oh no, actually it gets a new charge each time. That's pretty cool. Right, at this point, it is worth me losing this in exchange for the armor. Definitely worth losing that. Also, the healing is starting to pay off for us too. How do I want to work this? Is there a way for me to work this where I still connect? Does this work on diagonal? Oh, it works on only adjacent weapons. Does this work on diagonal? Drat, it doesn't. That's a shame. Oh well, we're just going to have to shimmy it around like that. We're not getting the best out of this. This isn't giving us the extra damage here, but these two things will build damage, so I think that's the more important thing to go for. Right, finished with that. We're going to be shedding a bunch of really cool items, and the first time that we actually used the catapult properly. But oh well. Let's see what we've got in this crate over here. We have got a bowl of fruit, and we've also got a hat. For each row below, +1 block. Now we're starting to get into nice territory. And as a consequence, I'm genuinely thinking about losing the poison. It's so nice, though. Especially now that I can heal. 5 poison is a lot of damage. It builds up very quickly. If I had that, how much block would it give me each turn? Only 4. No, I think we're going to stick with this. It's a shame. I really would have liked to have taken the hat, but we can't afford to. Right, first and foremost, let's pop that in there. Let's get a buff. Let's get another buff, please, and thank you. I'm going to be able to take you out with very little concern. And then I'll almost be able to take all of the health there. You will probably die, I think poison at the end of their turn. So you might have already healed them enough for them to survive, which is annoying, but oh well. Let's go ahead and use this so I take no damage. We'll see. Does this happen first? No, it doesn't. It goes in order. Alright, that's actually pretty cool. Very happy with that. Alright, next up, I would like to remove you from play. There we go. And then you as well, if I can. Actually, I should probably use this, really. This one attack will do 11 damage. It won't do enough to stop you from being a pest. So I'll just go ahead and use that there and we should be fine. Now you're going to be doing 10 damage, but you've also got a lot of armor there. Let me remove you because you're going to run away otherwise. Then we're going to use shield and then an extra shield to make sure we take no further damage this round. There we are. And once I kill you, we're going to get another 8 HP. Absolutely glorious. But I've got to be the one to kill, otherwise I don't get the heal. Poison isn't going to give it. It doesn't consider me the person who succeeded there if we do that. I would like another mana stone, but right now we're only generating 1 mana per turn, so it would only allow me to do burst mana at the beginning, and then beyond that, not so useful. But since we have the ability to build damage, I don't need the citrine as much. The citrine is what I would sacrifice for something I really wanted. This is not it, but the citrine is what I would get rid of, because I have the ability to build up, to scale the damage on my weapon otherwise. There we go, we've now got a level up. Let's move to another tile. And at this stage, I'm going to start building out to the side for gloves and potentially for boots. There we are, let's see what you've got over here. You've got an electric wand. It's another damaging item, don't really need it. A panic ring. Must have less than 50% health. Each turn adds 1 energy. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. A dice wouldn't be too bad. But the bag of treasure, 45 extra treasure. We're actually quite low on treasure. How much does it cost? Oh, it costs 20 for that. Not super enthusiastic about that one. Have we got anywhere else this turn? No. Alright, well, I guess we're going to grab it then. But the problem with that is I will sacrifice it for something else more useful. But well, I guess we're at the finale, so it doesn't matter. Thinking about it. It's not like we're going to be going down to the next level. This is a one area run, so that's fine. Alright, let's go ahead and use you straight away. We've got 6 damage incoming. This would take us to the point that I don't need to use the shield, but I kind of do want to use it. Let's just buff ourselves up there. We don't need to do anything else. I could actually just double shield just in order to build the protection here, but honestly, let's get the poison in the game straight away. There we go. Now it's only down to 9. You're still angry, so you're going to do a decent wallop of damage to me. Let's build up once again. That's fine. Now, at this point, if I hit you again, you're going to cause me trouble. So instead, what I could do is I could use the poison again, but that's going to give me another 3 turns, so I'm going to wait on that. Even though the amount of turns that it's going to take the poison to run down isn't going anywhere, the higher the counter is, the more poison it's going to do for each of those turns. So there is a benefit to letting the poison run out before you reapply poison to yourself. And likewise to enemies, don't let it run out. Try and build it up as quickly as you can. But I want you to let some of that rage dissipate. I can just defend for now. You're doing damage, and it's going to be an increasing amount of damage each turn. So that's fine by me. Let's go ahead and apply this. We can now use that again. There we go. This is now going to be doing 10 poison damage each time I use it. I will also build up a bit more protection. There we go. I can use this twice without concern. And now you're going to kill yourself. Or rather, my poison is going to kill you, but you know, same diff. All right, there we go. Not a bad little run, and actually quite a quick one too. These runs are going nice and fast. An unstable mana has been unlocked. On use, deals 10 damage to all enemies and then blows up. A consumable mana stone. And we also got a spark. Perfect. This is time for me to take a sip of tea. Some Assam today. Let me know in the comments down below what you're drinking. Right, let's have a quick look. Who is around? And oh, you're a new person. Oh, we've got a couple of new people. Let's go and have a chat with you. I don't get people. I really only get fish. You're a fish enthusiast. Oh, that makes sense. Now we have met. I give you fishing hook. Okay. On kill, non-summon creates a fish in an adjacent space. On use, deals 10 damage. +1 to the energy cost for this combat. That is an awful, awful weapon. Oh my god, the amount of energy that would use towards the end. But you're getting fish. Depending on if you only use it a little bit. Like, if you use it twice. Oh, well, go for the killing blows only with this one. But it does a lot of damage. You know, I can see how that could be used. In fact, I can see some broken ways that could be used. Catch me some fish. Got any fish for me? I do not. I don't believe, no. I ain't eating that. Doesn't even look like a fish. Well, that's good, because I gave you nothing. I do not. Well, there's no fishing sack here. I hate it. Oh, shack. I apologize. I will probably get onto that, I guess. Let's go and speak with our magic friend over here. I'm still waiting on you to complete the magical mycelium. We need one to learn more about magical items. You gotta make one. If you build one, I can even invite my friend Tote. I will get on to that. I'd forgotten. I wish this would mark them as quest outstanding. The gravel shakes when you walk. I'm impressed with what you carry. Where did you find that backpack? I found her in the dungeon. I've heard rumors of powerful relics in the dungeon. Call me Felix. Mayor Quillswish brought me in. Blacksmithing is my game. The backpack is the best of technology and magic, hammered into something amazing. I'll be watching it closely. I got friends in the dungeon. They'd happily help you upgrade your items. But could you first complete a task for me? This is quite possibly, I'm going to say it right now, unless this game throws an amazing thing at me, because I'm fairly certain I know what this is going to unlock. This is going to unlock the ability for, after area 2, so this is a long one too. This is going to unlock the ability for me to have blacksmiths in the game, which allow me to actually upgrade items on the fly with new properties. Such a huge thing. Don't start with standard items. We start with a proper whetstone, not even a janky one. This one upgrades the weapons for the whole combat, and these cost no... Ooh, that's going to be an interesting run. That's going to be a very interesting run. Okay, again, I'm just saying, the odds of me taking that as my next mission, very high. I opened Prada's necklace. This thing really is magic. She explained it in the note closed into it. She called it a vision of danger. With the locket, you and your party can see the upcoming threats. A vision of danger. Attuned to the harmony of the dungeon, you will now see visions of the upcoming boss. That's pretty cool, so that we'll be able to actually build around what we're going to face. Whether you go into a new part of the dungeon, search for a vision. The vision will show you the most powerful enemy that you will need to face. That way, you can better prepare. Does it say anything else, Dad? Yes. I'd held off reading it until you were back. Well, what does it say? Dear Louis and Perce, I'm sorry that I disappeared. There is something I need to do. Something is changing down there. I can feel it even at home. A deep rumbling, as if the very bones of the world are coming to a point. I can't logically explain it, but I have to go down there and see it for myself. Louis, I'm sorry, but we may not see each other again. Take care of Perce for me. Love and cherish her. Perce, even now I can see in your eyes that you're just like me. I know there will be no point in trying to stop you, and to that I say, I'll see you in the deepest point of the dungeon. She could be in danger. We have to go find her. Perce, this is just like your mother, encouraging you to take such a risk. She's been gone for over a year now. She could have written this note at any time. I can't accept that, Dad. I'm going to find her. She would have said the same thing. She planned to leave us. I mean, well, planned is a strong word, but I mean, I guess it is kind of premeditated, but still, strong way of putting it, Louis. I've been completing research, and as the town expands, you'll find many more items to research. When you get a new item in town, you'll start seeing it in the dungeon. This means that as you keep adventuring, you'll start finding more items, and more varied items. There's a lot to discover. How can I help you today? That is an interesting nod to the fact that, as with many deck builders, the more cards in your deck, the less likely you are to draw a specific card at any point. And so there is a bit of strategy. The more items we unlock, the more likely we are to find a varied lump of items, which might not be the ones that we're looking for. It's a very, very interesting game mechanic. The more we unlock, the harder it makes it for us, but also the more varied the builds that we can make. You should build a tavern. Okay, yeah, that's right. And who are you? So you're the one who's been rebuilding Aavak. Stumpy. I like it. I hardly believed it until I saw it with my own 2 eyes. One of them is under a monocle, so you see even better. Let me introduce myself. I may not have a tail, but I am still a squirrel. They call me Stumpy, and I oversee all patrol activities in this sector of Orderia. If you ever need any help, give a holler. I'll be making sure the barracks are in order. Fantastic. Oh, yeah, actually does have a stumpy tail. Oh, bless. All right, then. Well, we've got things that we can research at the Fletchers, but before I do, let's have a look at what we can build. Can I build anything straight up? We need a lot of food to get that. Yikes. All right. We are up to 38 people, though. I could also build another farm to try and help out with that. What? Oh. Oh, I can just straight up move it! Ah, and there I was, deleting things in order to do stuff like that. Silly. Alright. Well, duly noted. Right, melee weapon. Sure, you can have my magical staff, I guess. Anything else in here? No, it doesn't look like it. Alright. Well, let's go and sell our gubbins. But before we do, can I build a crate? I can't build a crate, but I can... More pots, though. I want crates! Building all these pots is just vexing. Can't afford that pot. Okay, fine. Alright, well, this is going to give us a wallop load of treasure. Wow. Okay, that's not bad at all. I greatly approve. There we go. Let's get all of that gone. That actually, yeah, no, that's not bad. Especially treasure-wise. Not great food-wise, I'm not going to lie. Still need a bit more food there. I am leaning towards building another farm. And we've got so much space now. How about I pop a farm over here? And then I'm going to move this farm over there. Womp. Will they affect each other? Actually, I can't even see now. No. Also, I can't get over there. I wonder if I'm going to have the ability to build a bridge. Good. That's good. We'll see. We will see. But I think having 2 of those is worth it for me. We're now getting 20 food per level. And I think that's pretty much all we're going to be going for right now. I could build a house. Is there any use to it? There were a couple of things around that I could demolish, weren't there? I think there may have been a few. Actually, yeah. Oh, not enough population. I need 45. Which I wouldn't quite get with a single house, sadly. I think I need... each house only gives me 5 pop. Let me see. Let's start another terrace. Let's put this terrace down here. Yeah, just shy. Well, I mean, it's making our way there. Also, let's talk with Matthew. Matthew, have you got anything more for me to look at? No. Okay. Oh, fair enough. Right then. Well, the next task, as I said, is going to be diving down to the deepest parts of the dungeon. We're going to go with this one. Oh, well, the deepest part of the dungeon that we've gone to so far. We've got Coral over here. That would end after Area 1. We've got the Windmill, which will also end after Area 1. But Master of Whetstone will force us to Area 2. And given that, and looking at the time, there is no way I'm going to be able to fit 2 of these into a single episode. So we'll do one regular run. Because I feel bad about ending it this early. But yeah, that way we can end then with a bigger run looming for the next episode. So we're going to go and take care of Coral. You start with these items. You must keep them the entire run. So this Coral, when combat ends, select a common item to be duplicated. We're going to have a shiv, a sword, and a regular leather cap. So no means to directly block, which is going to be an interesting one. But let's pop all of these into position. There you go. And let's get off to a start into a battle straight away. The Dove Deacon. I think we're going to go for the Sparrow Knave, I think. Well, we may as well just unload on you completely. There we go. You are still going to attack me, though. I'm going to take a bit of a beating in this early section. There we are. Then start working on the Dove Deacon. You're going to heal yourself through most of the damage I just dealt, but that's fine. There we go. And finish you off. Perfect. Right, I want to duplicate the shiv. Absolutely want to duplicate the shiv. We have one. We'll get a couple of items. Marvellous. Let's pop that one up there. Slide you in. We'll shimmy these around so that I've got them all over the place. We've also got an ambidextrous glove for each column to the left. Give it plus 0.5. Adds 1 block. Or I could pick up the lucky ring. In fact, I could take both. Yeah, sure. And there, it's also getting the benefit from that. But I'm going to take the lucky ring then. I definitely want to start getting some better items as quickly as we can. I may as well bring this with me. If nothing else, I could sell it. Experience or gold. We want the experience as quickly as we can. And then we'll go and grab a quick chest. We've got a sapphire. This item floats adjacent weapons, get +1 damage. I mean... that would benefit me to some degree, but I could also have the hat. Alternatively, I could turn it... yeah, we'll go with this one, since that's going to give me the best bang for buck. So that's 4, that's 4. Actually, that's 6, sorry, because this is giving +2. This is giving... yeah, no, we're in a much, much better position now. We are passively generating a lot of block. There's our vision. Oh, really? I'm going to fight the Ferret King? I almost want to turn around right now. Game, you're making this very hard for me. Finish you off. We're generating 16 block passively. Alright, that's not bad. We're going to be able to race through this. Okay. What do I want to duplicate? I actually think I want to duplicate this. Yeah, I do. Then we're going to expand out a bit. There we are. Done. Get items. Okay, I'm going to slide you on over there. May as well shimmy these up. Unfortunately, you're a little bit too far away for me to get any real significant benefit out of you. But, you know, it is what it is. Having this over there would be fine. This has just got more room there. There we go. I think that'll work quite well. Right, what else have we got? We have got my first wand. Now then, this is nice. Now remember that this regenerates every turn to its full mana potential. This wand is a bit of an awkward one to place, but adds 2 regen to self. And then it costs a little bit more mana that turn. If I can get a way of generating at least 1 mana per turn, it means I can stack regeneration, because I'll only lose 1 of my 2 regen every turn. So effectively this will just keep going up by 1 per turn. And each turn, regeneration gives you that much health back. So once this is stacked up enough, you're massively healing through. That is very, very nice. Is there a way that I can position this? What would I lose? I would have to say goodbye. Well, actually, no, I wouldn't have to say goodbye to the lucky ring. Nice. Okay, that works well for me. That works very well. Though I am going to be going for... I mean, I could duplicate that one, I suppose. I could also duplicate the Mana Stone, thinking about it, giving me the ability to drop down 4 regen per combat. But I think I would want to keep going for the shivs, if I'm perfectly honest. Alright. My house looks like a hat. Right. The Joker Cleaver. Turns clockwise, deals 7 damage. The above cleaver is used, and as it turns, naturally every turn, it's going to activate a different cleaver. We've got the Cloud Sword. This item floats for each adjacent or diagonal structure, +2 damage. We've got the College Robes. When mana flows through, adds 1 block. The Mask of Pride. For each item below, +2 block. On take damage, items below are disabled for 1 turn. Wow, okay, that's kind of punishing. There's nothing here that I want. Seasoning. Adjacent to diagonal consumables get +5 healing. So you kind of want to keep that one around. I mean, for vendor trash, maybe, but nothing there would work with my build currently. So I'll come back to it. I'm going to use that straight away, and then just going to dump as much damage into you as I can. There we go. Nice. Wow, we're generating 23 block a turn. That is actually ridiculous. Actually ridiculous. Plus, we're going to generate luck as well. I'm going to duplicate the shiv and see what we get. I'm going to add in a bit more space around here. And you're going to... Actually, let's move that. Let's move this out a little bit more. This way you're generating even more for me. And shimmy you around. There we go. We've got another one of you. Is there somewhere better for me to place this? Yes, there is. If I do this, now I can use it twice. Alright, we do have the rough whetstone. Don't need... Oh my lord, we need another leather cap. Or I can get rid of this one at this point. I can only use this once per turn, though. Deals 3 damage to all enemies. But still, might be worth it. Alternatively, I could just go absolutely ridiculous. I wear so many hats. I'm very important. Super important. Tasty Fly. Rats don't eat fly. I'm confused. You research? I guess. This feels like it probably leads to something. Like, it genuinely feels that that leads to something, but I'm going to leave it there because right now I like what we've got. On to the second level. We've got a shop straight out the gate. Let's have a look at what you've got in here. You've got the red hoodie. On take damage, adds 3 max HP. Wow, okay, that's kind of cool. Especially with a regen build, because I can allow myself to take some damage in order to then regenerate through it. Deal 7 damage, but with the amount of armor I'm generating, I'm probably not going to. Each turn gains 1 damage. Ooh, that is a better weapon than this. So it does 7 damage naturally, but every turn it just passively gets better throughout a fight. Plus, I can do something like that, I would imagine. Oh, I can't afford it. My hopes and dreams shattered. Okay, that's 20. How much would this get me? That would give me 3. Perfect. Thank you very much. I accept. Right. Onwards to glory. Also gold. Didn't need to sell it, but I was going to sell her anyway. Right. First person we're going to take out is you. And I'm, of course, going to just stack my abilities. There we go. Womp, womp. And then next we'll be working on you. 30 passive block is actually obnoxious. In the best possible way. Now we want to take out the coward before they run off. Now I can't use any more regen, but it doesn't matter. This is already doing 11 damage per, and I'm not even having to spend any points in order to get that. There we go. What do I want to double up? Sure, we'll grab you. I'm probably not going to place... oh, we found the fishing hook. Okay. I could bring this along in exchange for this, though, because it's an awkward thing to place, but I could place it here. I'd lose my regeneration, but at this point I'm generating so much defense, and I'm not sure I need it. So, this would allow me... Well, it would allow me to generate fish. Do I want fish? Well, actually I do. I want to bring fish back with me, don't I? Yeah, okay. So, given that, then I'll just pop this key in there just in case. Finish choosing. Right. Onwards to the event. A single flower upon his chest. The possum has been here for several days. Poor fellow. Pray for him. You kneel to pray for him and he opens a single eye. Nobody's ever done anything nice for me before, he says. You aren't here just to loot me. He gives you a gift and then lays back down. We got a poison ivy. Each combat adds 4 poison to self. When attacked, adds 5 poison to enemy. That would be amazing. Absolutely bonkers great. If I still had my regen. Which I don't. Which is such a sad thing to face with. Because it's per combat, not per turn. So I'd only get that 4 poison to self once. But my enemies would just be stacking poison. But I'm just going to sell it. I could take the cactus on take damage, add 7 spikes to self. That's always a decent one. Or I could just grab extra block, but that's just utterly pointless. Alright, let's make our way forward. Alright, we'll take out the vole first, so let's get in there. And once more, and finish you off for a fish. I will replace... well, this, honestly. Actually, no, I'll get rid of the key. There we go. And we're going to keep that fish until the end. Right, at this point, it's all downhill for you, my fine fellow. I'm terribly sorry, but this is the end. Now, that only gets the upgrade per combat. So as long as I don't use it for multiple kills in the combat, I still can use it for only 1 point, I believe. Because it doesn't say permanent, does it? Yeah, it's just this combat. All up. There we go. I mean, I'll duplicate it just in case. We've got another lucky ring, but yeah, there's nothing here that we want. We'll go and see what's around, but You've got a dowsing rod. You've got the matryoshka. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Create matryoshkas in empty adjacent spaces. It is a cursed item. But you can get some items. For anyone who saw my first tastes and my crate build, that would basically generated power out, like more or less infinite energy out of curses. Truly, truly glorious. Right, we want to take care of you as quickly as we can. I can use this actually. Adds 8 haste to self and then it's destroyed because I will be killing you with this, so I may as well. And whomp. Just pop that in there. There we go. And now I would quite like to take you out if I could. But yeah, I'll just remove you from the fight. But that haste means that every single item, it's not you'll just get this extra block added at the end of adding all of your block. Every item that generates block now generates 7 more block. We are never going to die. There we go. Famous last words, of course, but I'll grab you. And there we are. We get a level up on top of it. Let's go ahead and pop these down. Sure, let's expand this area out a little. Actually, I should be able to go here as well. I can't quite squeeze you over there, which is a shame. Unless I can. Let's do that. Right, I want to pop you there. I want to rotate this so a fish can go over here. Shimmy you into position. These can all slide across. The only dagger not getting a bonus now is this one, and that's fine. I can live with that. I can, of course, give you a sapphire. Shame I can't find a better place for that, but I think that'll do. And I can bring in a lucky star. I'll use it up straight away. That's not a problem for me. Okay, I think this is good enough. Let's go. And we got some health. Don't need it. Let's see what we have in here. A hungry mana stone. Can be used 1 time each turn. Must be played on an item. On use, items this is played on are destroyed. Adds 1 mana for each space the destroyed item occupied. Each combat empties mana. So basically, this is a self-powering mana stone. As long as you're generating items, which we are with this, and there are lots of other things that can generate items for us. That's a really interesting device there. We have nothing to use it with, which is a shame, but it is what it is. That's quite a cool item, though. Right. In the interest of keeping this episode reasonably brief, let's go ahead and deal with the finale. Hello. I don't have any spiked helmets, so I'm going to have to get my hands dirty this time, and it makes me incredibly sad. I have to make sure I kill with this fishing hook, otherwise we won't have a fish going back to the village. So no matter what, I need to finish this job with the fishing hook. One, two, three. We're not quite there. Sadly. I'll use it just to bring you into kind of death range. And finish you off. There we go. And that generates a fish. It wouldn't work on the summon. If you were thinking that I could use it on this, remember this says any non-summon. And this is very much a summon. Let's go ahead and just see what we can do. Oh, we can't finish you off. That's fine. Sure, I'll duplicate the fish. Oh, I can't duplicate the fish. I'm sad about that. Duplicate this then. That in. Oh, actually, no, I'm not going to be able to take it with me because I need room for whatever I'm picking up. Right, Coral 2. You start with these items. The run ends after Area 2, so it's a deeper area this time. All right. All right, we'll grab all of that and be on our way. So we've got a couple of quests that we can finish off, and then we're wrapping up the episode. But we will absolutely be taking on the next area after that, the blacksmithing area. Pasha. Sure, you have buildings, but I think the grass is about to take over this place. That's why I'm here. I have travelled across Orderia, and I am an expert in hiking and trails. Anytime you need new pathways, please stop by. Speaking of travels, there are many challenges that animals undertake in the dungeon. I know animals will post bounties for special runs. Perhaps you could build a bounty board. Oh, okay, unlocks new challenges. Cool. This will uncover many new secrets for you. Paths from here to anywhere you want to go. Okay, how do paths work? In addition to looking fantastic, paths help expand the usable area around your structures. Many buildings benefit from being nearby other structures. For example, having 2 farms adjacent to each other gives more food than... What? Okay. But normally, that means cramming things together. If you build the right path type near a building, it expands the building's effect. For example, you can put farms a few spaces apart, but if you connect them with farmland, they will still get the bonus. If you build in build mode, if you hover over a building, you can see its area of effect, represented by a flashing white line. My suggestion? Paths between all of your buildings. Well, I approve. Farmland. You may have consumable. Oh. I can always get more fish. I can always get more fish. Surely I can get more fish. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I made such a fuss about bringing that fish back for you as well. I apologize. Keep on building these paths. I absolutely will. I feel so bad. So terribly bad. Oh well. Oh yes, we'll get that magical mycelium on the way. Believe me. But first, farmland. Let's go find the farms. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, let's drag these over then. Slide this house up a bit. There we go. Drag this one over. I guess the farms themselves count as farmland tiles. Either way, let's get plenty of farms in. How much farmland does it... Oh, does it not cost me anything? Oh, no, it absolutely costs me something. Probably taking out building materials. Either way, this should help. So let's have a look at the efficiency now. That's plus 14% efficiency, plus 12% efficiency. Let me just see what would happen if I drag that up here. 14%. Yeah, okay, so that's got 4 times farm plus 8%. 7 times farm plus 14%. Okay. If I have a look at this, yeah, it's still just got the farm tiles within range. Okay, that's fine. All right, let's go and drop off all of our gubbins. Actually, is there anything for me to research? Doesn't look like it. Though, that being said, let me have a quick chat with you. Vivian, I have got some things for you to read. Ah, here's something for me to read. The Patrol. Long have we suffered under the king, our friends and family forced to explore the dungeon, to fill the coffers of some self-important beast. No more. People of Oakshire, today we fight back. I've added the translation to your atlas. New idea for a costume? How did you get this from that? But okay. I mean, I approve, but wow. Kingdom. After the 9 heads of cats fell to the crow, after the dogs fled back to their sacred isle, rodents came out of the wood and began to rebuild, and a humble badger became a king. Okay. I don't, I'm afraid. Alright. Well, let's go and quickly have a trade of lots of things. So much good stuff to trade there. That is a really, really nice amount of cash we got here. I'm absolutely... Ooh, actually, bounty board, how much are you? You're very cheap. Can I pop this around here? Does that benefit from anything? Let me just double check. No. Okay, then the bounty board is just going to go straight there. Is there anything else I can build now? No, it's mostly food that I need. And rather than build more farms, I'm just going to build more of these. I mean, they don't take much to construct, so... There we go. I will eventually want to just build paths out from here, though. Can I build other types of paths? Oh, can I not? No, farmland is the only type of path that I have. Alright. Well, I would like to be able to build other paths. I kind of want to leave these open so I can have like a path reaching up. But we're going to fill all of this with farmland, hopefully. That's plus 22 per layer, plus 15 building materials per layer, and plus 10 treasure per layer. Not too bad. Our treasure is stacking very, very nicely. But let's go have a look at the billboard. Alright. We've got... Oh, a rare item. I mean... I guess, but it's not going to let me use them for that. Weapon, armor, shield, accessory. Okay, we've got a couple of things here. Oh, these are some of the relics that we are going to need to unlock. All right. Learning about this. We're very seriously learning. And we've also got an unlock over here because we did... Oh, no. I guess we didn't. I was expecting the coral to have unlocked something. But I did sell it, didn't I? But it doesn't look like we actually had anything that we could research with it anyway, so it's no biggie on that one. Anything up there? No, it looks like we're all done for today. Alright, well, the last thing we're going to do then is we're going to be a psychic blacksmith. The master of whetstones. We are going to psychically stab people. Never trust a mage. But that is going to be it from me. I hope you're looking forward to the next episode where we will finally, ideally, unlock the blacksmith. There may be more to this quest, but we're going to be going on our first proper deep dive into the second layer of the dungeon. I hope you're as excited for that as I am, but until next time, and as always, do take care.